Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's that time of the week again where we do my series Road to 100 per day. This is episode 11. As you can see there, we did it. The one came out there 5 days ago. I released it. We obviously reached our target. However, there's actually been some changes again this week because of what happened to stable funds. So we're going to see now how much that impacted my overall income per day, and hopefully it didn't have much of a big impact on, because we had a few other investments as well this week. So here we are. As I said, my journey to $100 a day. Seems to be one step forward, 2 steps back in crypto lately, but hopefully we can manage to keep on the right track. As you can see here, stable fund. This is my last week's earning. Obviously, it was $102, so I put it over here to see what changes it. Stable fund straight away is gone. I was hoping I could get to at least 60 to 63 days in stable fund and get back some of my capital. I never looked to get the refund done because I just never imagined that he was going to pay everyone back straight away at the bigger amounts. I know maybe the $2,000 that I had invested in wasn't a large amount, but I never held up much hope of getting it all back anyway, hence why I rolled to version 2. And with version 2 I anticipated at least getting the 63 days of earnings, and after that then we'd see how it goes. But we didn't even get to that. I think we only got to 1 week and that was it. So we can put that down to 0 now again. So it's going to dramatically drop us again below the $100 anyway. So I'm not going to go through every one of the projects. As you can probably see at the bottom of it there, I've added 2 new projects to it. But I'm just going to try and quickly run through them. Optimus is still hanging in there, but we're down now obviously a bit on that. So we're down to $3.17 earnings on that per day, and obviously the value now is dropped down to $317, which is a big drop from what I initially invested. Now I initially invested $1,200, but I did take out money, and I was taking the daily income every so often out of it to invest in new projects. So I'm not too concerned with it, albeit I still would like it to be up higher than what it is. So it is what it is now at the moment anyway. So on to Furio. Furio is still quietly tipping away for me. We're up to 377 tokens, and so if we look at the app again, it shows you what my balance is worth. So my balance is worth $339, and if we go back to this, it's after increasing again, 339. We were earning $7.90 on this per day, and it's increased to $8.50 now, and obviously that's from compounding it over the last week anyway. So that's $8.50. Alchemy Trades is still slowly tipping away. I'm probably going to look at maybe just removing this next week. I just can't keep up to date on it. So Crow Swap, I'm not going to go into that. It's still roughly around the same. Big hit obviously on that token. FrostFlakes is still tipping away nicely for me. I have been able to claim from this, so I haven't finished this update. So these are my 2 claims so far from that. I'm still a good bit off from my 2 BNB. That's what I want to get out of that. The dollar value is irrelevant now because BNB dropped so much from when I initially invested it into it. So we're still up to a decent amount per day. So I am currently in here. I work it off my TVL. So I invested 2 BNB and we're up to TVL of 3.3 BNB. So that's now $805. And if we go back to here, then in a week it's after gaining almost $100 there. So the daily income on that is roughly 17, I think, still. So if we have 805 minus, that offers 2%. So yeah, it was around 17, I think, and I'm still earning per day. That's being compounded into that. So I'm happy enough with that. The next one is obviously Prosperity Gem Ventures. I can't speak highly enough of this. the big news that they did announce there, that they will be opening up deposits again to new investors from January the 1st, or sorry, not from January, from February the 1st. So make sure you keep an eye out on that. I have $298 ready to claim now, and I'll probably claim them over the weekend now. But it's still earning away for me. I'm happy with that one. That's really holding the portfolio up well for me, as it's earning $40 worth of my income. So I probably will have to try and diversify more into these projects to reduce the percentage here, because it's way too high for just one project. I don't want it to be like that. So Alpha Capital is the next one. As you see, I have invested into this again. So there is a video, should be after coming out by the time this video is released, but I have $712 invested into this now. So Alpha Capital is $712 invested into it, which is obviously worth still $712. However, we're now earning Alpha Capital. So we're earning $10.54 roughly per day on that. So that's seen a little bit of an increase in it, which is good for it. BINGX, I've stopped this. We had a small hit over Christmas. I think I lost $8, and I was down to break even on that. So I'm going to just put that for zero for the time being now, because I need to hold off on that to kind of study it a bit more. This project here, the secret one, obviously, it's still, I can't declare it yet. I can't show anything about this yet. All I can say is it's real earnings. Now the percentages are going to be much lower than what we'd be used to, the 1 or 2% per day, but they seem to be a lot more sustainable. So we could be getting maybe 3, 0.4, 0.5% every couple of days or something like that. So I don't mind this, because if this is consistent, it'll allow me to increase this over time to earn that higher yield and a bit more safer. So next is obviously BCH Chain. So I again a video created on this as well. Still earning for me. I did a video, did have an audit done. So as you can see here, I still have $17 worth to claim. I initially deposited $300 into the platform. I'm getting the $1 a day on it. So, it's still working away. They have a CertiK audit that's almost complete, I think, from my last conversation with the contact I had in the team. They offer you 310% over in total return of what your deposit is. So obviously I'm set to get back $310. That'll be from the platform itself, and obviously through any referrals that come in, that'll be taken directly from my total amount. So that's good to see. But as I said, it's still earning me $1 a day. Obviously the next new addition was Yield Robot. So I invested into Yield Robot a couple of days ago. Obviously the $100 minus the fees down to 97, but I'm earning $194 per day on that. Now I'm going to increase this over the coming days. I'm going to probably increase it to probably $250, $300. So that will give me roughly $6 hopefully per day coming from that. So, but for the time being, it's earning me $194. So we've increased this then. Which is obviously a decent enough one to get into as well. As I said, I made a video on this as well. Last but not least is baked beans. So I jumped into baked beans there, obviously, I think it was 24 hours after it launched. So here's I put one BNB into it again, BNB, which was worth roughly at the time of $240. This is earning me 3% per day. So if it's 240, then so that's around $720 per day. And again, this is another project that is going to be earning me daily, and it's compounded similar to like what FrostFlake and what Furio is. That money is going to be compounding back in, and then after after 10 days, I'll be able to claim this back out again. And obviously it'll be, the first claim will be around $8, and eventually you'll be able to ROI out of that, like that. I think it's around 30 something days to 40 days maybe before you can ROI out of it. Might be a bit longer. I'm not 100% sure of that again, but it's still, I'm happy enough with what's going on with it, and happy with the team, and obviously there's strong links there with FrostFlakes, so we can see how quickly my FrostFlake has started to grow, and albeit I think I got into it a little bit too late. I think baked beans, I'm getting into it obviously at a very early stage, because we're up to 2047 BNB deposited into the platform, and probably is growing. So as I said, this is going to be more of a long-term play, and eventually be able to get a daily passive income from it. Like, you can get, I think it is 3 times what you deposit into, so I can total withdrawal with this is 3 BNB if I don't do any more deposits into it. However, if I deposit into it, then it'll add that into the 3 BNB. So yeah, so look, overall, obviously a big loss in stable fund. We're down again below the $100. I was hoping this week I'd be setting targets for my next one, but stable fund have kind of wrecked a lot of users, and me included. So going forward, what I plan to do is I need to get this percentage down a little bit on Prosperity Gem Ventures, so I will be looking to drop that a little bit into new projects to try and reduce the percentage of earnings from there and offset it just in case anything were to happen. So I'm also looking to start getting into a few other different stablecoin farms. I know a few YouTubers have made a video recently on them, and the likes of, say, Dex Finance is one of them I'm really interested in again. I was involved in Dex Finance a couple of, I'd say about 6 months ago on the Dex share. I think I got in on it, and I was earning printing every day. Bit more sustainability in that. I think obviously lower percentage, like it's might be only 50% over the years, so it's a lot less but a little bit more stable. That'll eventually allow me to build funds into more long-term sustainability projects and remove from some of the really risky plays that you're jumping in and out of at the moment. I'm also going to be looking to try and, moving forward, is to track a bit more on my account on DBank. So you can see here obviously the different amounts I have in different chains and wallets. I'm going to try and convert any of my earnings into maybe the USDC. I think it'd be easier to showcase what actual earnings are, because I know I have some people have asked me about, well, look, you're saying you're earning $92 a day, but you can't withdraw technically from Furio or FrostFlakes or baked beans for that case at the moment. I understand where they're coming from, so this is what I want to do, is maybe start taking money from my earnings from Prosperity Gem Ventures and moving some of it into USDC and starting to build up a decent holdings of stablecoins, so at least people can see then on a weekly update, this is what I've earned, being able to add to it. I know I'll keep some of the money to invest in the new projects and stuff, but as I said, this is maybe a different way to show a bit more transparency on how I'm doing and how I'm growing it. Like, if you have any maybe ideas of what way I should do it, let me know in the comments of it. But it's something different to bring to the series. So that's pretty much it. Annoying that we dropped down from Stablefund from the $100. However, the key here is by diversifying into different projects. You can see here that obviously I lost $20 a day. However, on this now, because of my new additions and stuff like that, and diversifying into new projects, technically on paper it's only $10 down, because I've added extra money into these other ones and Alpha Capital. As I said, Alpha Capital, I like to get up to $1,000, and then I'll be happy enough with that for the time being. Yield Robot again, then get up to 500, and this is the way I'll approach a lot of these. I'll get up to 500, keep claiming my rewards, building up to 5, get to 5, then eventually work to 1,000, and then have a cut-off point. like as I said, Prosperity Gem Ventures, my cut-off point is 2. Alpha Capital will eventually be 1, and Eel Robot, depending how we go with it, it will eventually get up to 1,000 as well. So yeah, so look, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you have any new projects that you like the looks of, let me know in the comments. Reach out to me. I'm always, I'd like to see new projects. I can only see so many of them myself, but if you have anything in mind that you think could be good added to this journey, let me know. So yeah, look, we leave it there for today's video. Hope everyone has a great day, and thanks very much for taking the time and watching it. Thank you. Bye.